Just touched down in West Virginia. Long day of traveling. Wasn't that bad though, be honest, man. So, not too tired. Just met up with my buddy TR. Go check into the hotel, probably go get some Thai food. Take you a tour around West Virginia. And let's be clear, this Charleston, this the big city. I'm from even a smaller town, Greenstown, Oak Hill, right outside of Beckley. It's the capital though, Charleston. Greenstown, West Virginia. Don't blink, you might miss it. I got to get these guys' expressions, so I just pulled up to the house in West Virginia. You know, Chet from here, he just on a different part, so he used to it. I think this is a culture shock for Sean. A little bit. We ain't in Phoenix, Arizona. We're going to take y'all through a real quick tour. I'm going to show you how they living in the country. I can almost bet $100 that this door is not locked. And this door ain't never been locked. Uncle said we don't lock and we shoot at them. So, you know, this is the crib, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right? So much space in here. It's too big time. I tell man, it's too much room in here. My Uncle Jordan. You know what I'm saying? This is the tour of the house. Pictures on the wall, man. Oh, gang since a baby. Who that is, man? You see the FUBU, you see the piece of change, you see the braids always giving me hell about my hair. You know, I had hair, man. I had hair. Best looking sibling. Best looking sibling, real easy. Right there, me and my other 4 siblings. Grandma, where grandma at, man? Where my grandma at? Over here, I think. You know we gonna have to come open that room up right there. She might be It's my grandma room. It's the room I always stay in. I miss my grandma. I'm her twin. I thought it was a picture right here somewhere. It's her right here. Yeah, that's her. Yeah. Rest in peace. Grandma all down. And she had a sister look just like her. Look like her twin, yep. Yeah. So I usually stay right here. This is my grandma room up until the time that she passed. Well, she moved across the street to my auntie's house, but she never left West Virginia. Only time she would leave is to come see us in Arizona. But we definitely make our rounds and come back here all the time. You see how lavish his bathroom is. You know what I'm saying? You can't get this type of structure anywhere else. You gotta be in West Virginia for this. This little Calvin's room. This little Calvin room. This is my little cousin room. So, or my little big cousin, big little cousin. When we was born, when I came up in this house, me and all my siblings would be in this room. So it was just this room and that room. And this kitchen they done remodeled it so many times. This house done burnt down so many times. This is the add-on. Me and my brother now, we roofed the house. This the add-on there. Miss Allen. Back in the day. You know, my family, my bloodline, we really come from modest beginnings. Humble. Got a lot of elderly people in my family that just kept us humble. Probably one of my favorite spots back here is the back porch, the stoop. Used to be a garden back here. Actually, while I used to learn how to do my garden and helping out my grandma and stuff. Sean, you want to see the basement? Mothman might be in here. They was remodeling it last time. So you see, we really be in there and stuff. Like, they was remodeling it last time. It looked a lot better. I think they done gave up on it. It was really getting, you know, good. If you can see where the house starts to slope, it starts to sink. So like I said, this house been here years and years. A lot of my family's from New York. One side of our family from New York, you know, so that's how the family moved down from New York and established themselves in West Virginia. So like I said, this house was burned down several times. It's so old, it started to slide down this hill. Doing different renovations over the years. There's so many different type of cars and trash and stuff down there. Literally, when they would trash a vehicle, they'll just throw it down there. So, I'm gonna take you over to my great-grandmother's house. So this is my grandma's house. This is my dad's house. My dad and his eight siblings was raised in this house all their life. Up until the time my dad went to the military and, you know, moved us out of here. Who else? My Aunt Tracy stayed here. She's across the street now. We're gonna go over there.
But my grandma Claire and all my cousins were next door. We probably can't get into that house, but you know, it'd be cool just to check it out. But this whole town, this whole street, man, it's all my family down here. We own majority of this property. I mean, all the way down there past that line, that's us. So I always tell myself I'm gonna come back out here and build on it and do something just because we have it, keep it in the family. We have a lot of it up in Beckley as well, which is about 15 minutes to the north, or not to the south, I'm sorry. But this is also our property as well. This is my aunt's house, my uncle Calvin, my aunt Tracy. We're gonna go down there and check that out. That's a little bit more modern up to date, but it took them 20 years to build that house, man. They was building that house since literally when I was a kid, and he finally got it built a few years back. So that's the old shed. The old outhouse used to be back there. Yeah, I said outhouse. That's that West Virginia. I ain't gonna lie, man. So this is the land of the snakes. I done had a couple snakes come around in Arizona in my house and just on my property, and I done caught them by hand and did different things. This is where I learned to do that at. That house way down there, we used to call that the snake house because you'll find snakes all day long. But you might see a snake over here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we ran into a snake. So watch it feeding, your footing, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to go over there, man. But long story short, this has been shut down since my cousins and my grandma now that passed, my grandma Claire. So this is my great-grandma house. It's my great-grandma house. Is my grandma's mom's house. We own that property as well. So I've always wanted to come back and do something with it. My wife didn't ever want to do nothing with it because it's too small. I know my uncle was supposed to start remodeling, but we just never got around to it. So that's my great-grandma Claire's house. It's still in the family. Let's walk across the street real quick.
That's the mansion over
That's
here.
the mansion. So
That's the one me and my brother built, but from scratch. No contractor came in here and built that. He won't let nobody know that I helped him do it.
You know, we're gonna take all the credit. In the true spirit of West Virginia, I can almost bet $100 this door ain't gonna be locked. This door ain't locked. So we get a little bit of upgrade, you know, you put in work in. My uncle put in a lot of work in West Virginia. He like the town's handyman. He's just one of them dudes that do everything. So he been around here for years, putting in work, doing his thing, but he built this house. You heard what my other uncle said, his brother. They built this house, took them 20 years to build, but you know, they just took their time building it. So that's the upstairs. We're going through a quick run through. We're going through West Virginia cribs. So these are just all guest rooms. That's my auntie's room. But these are just all guest rooms. My grandma used to stay in there until she left. When she got sick, she had to come stay in here. Everything that you see in my uncles, they pretty much did themselves, put in all the work over the years. It's a real life handyman. I play around a little bit, but a little bit of construction side I do got in me. I definitely got it from my West Virginia side. So, nice kitchen. We're gonna walk downstairs, 3 stories. So, we go down, got the washroom. It's like the family den, chill area. We got a bathroom over there. So, when a lot of the family from back, you know, wherever we come from, we're all over this side of the coast. But when we come in town, this is where a lot of us stay at. I stay at my house over there. That's what my roots is. I stay right there. I sleep in my grandma's bed. Unc been back and forth to North Carolina, so he ain't been maintenance. This is the type of dude he is. The town gives him stuff. When I say they give him stuff, because he does so much work in barter and trade work, they give him stuff. I don't know if Chet built to go down here, but that property over there on the other side, our original home, my grandmother's house, if we clear it out and do all that, it'll look like this. And I'm gonna just take you to this end. I ain't gonna take you all the way down. Bunch of different stuff over the years. Oh, there goes, son. You all right, son? You didn't get lost in these big woods, did you? Yeah. I'm gonna take you back on the tour in there, but come check out this. So that over there that wasn't cleared out, this is what it looks like when it's cleared out. Probably find some deers and some families back there. We have a whole nother house down there, guest house down there. But that's all kind of property. We got swing sets, horseshoes down there. It's like a picnic area down there. So when we do funerals, unfortunately, you just come back home a lot for funerals. We do funerals, weddings, just different events, birthdays, monumental stuff. We usually come down here, hold everything down there. That stretches from there up to we have a family cemetery or family graveyard up there. I don't know if you feel like walking through there. My grandma's actually buried in Beckley, but a lot of us, the older elders, a lot of my older generation above me, before my grandma and them, they're actually buried up there in our family cemetery. But we have another creek that runs back through there. Just runs all the way down, man. You got about 30-something plus acres over there. That's all in the family. You come over here, you see acres. And it's a family of deers that you literally house themselves over here. So that's it in a nutshell. Y'all might not see this, y'all might see it all, but welcome to West Virginia, man.